All right, welcome to another episode of World by Night. This is the Werewolf Edition, side session with Greer. I will warn those who are going to watch this. It's going to be a bit darker and more like the way the World of Darkness should be. Um, so I also will label this like not safe for work or explicit material, something. Figure something out for it later. Mature audiences only, mainly because of what is going to be described is not going to be very nice.
Warning.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Fair warning. I'm gonna actually put warning in the title of it when we're done.
Yes, you
Uh,
should.
you, yeah, I'm going to. You get back from your guys' trip to the Ajaba cairn, or makeshift cairn, I should say.
Okay.
As you get back, like literally, as soon as you get back, your brother looks at you and goes, "I've been tasked with going out on a scouting mission. Uh, the good news is we're going to have an elder go with us, so that's kind of cool.
That's
Rare that the elders will go out.
well. May they get bored too, I guess, right?
Apparently.
Uh well, good
But
luck and
we
I'll
shouldn't be gone. Yeah, we shouldn't be gone more than a few hours. Um, so you have to find something to do until then. You should be safe in here if you want to hang around with the rest of the tribe. They pretty much know that if they touch you, I'll kill them.
I've got some things that I can do to keep me busy.
Okay.
Uh,
Just a fair warning: the warders have stepped up their security a bit. I'm not sure what the hell happened, but they're a little on edge lately, so I wouldn't recommend getting in their way at this point.
I'll try to avoid being in their way. Um, though I don't see a reason why I would be in their way.
Just figured I'd let you know ahead of time. All
Okay.
right, well, I gotta get moving.
All right. She'll give him a hug.
Thanks. Yeah, I'll give you a hug. He'll take his usual weapons and
Usual
his usual
goodbye
trinkets. Yeah,
and
all the
usual
shit he takes
stuff.
with him. Yep.
All
He
right.
walks off. Um, you see uh, a couple other deck go with them, and then you see from the Shadow Lord group. Now you see which elder he was talking about. That's Sergey. That's like the second highest ranked Shadow Lord on the cairn.
Okay.
You've seen him before. Everybody says he's a dick, and from what you've heard a few times, he does sound like a dick.
And she's just like, oh, Aldrich, keep your shit in check. That's all she can think of because
Uh,
heard.
the strange thing is, he's almost never, even looked in your direction. He's walking by, he kind of looks at you and gives a wicked smirk.
She's just kind of like, what the fuck? And that's obviously the look that she has because he's never looked at her before.
Yeah, he's never even paid attention to you, but for some reason today he's got a wicked smirk on his face.
And yeah, that she just kind of she's gonna go do some maintenance. She's just gonna blow that off like the fuck. Okay, I don't know what I did to you, but all right, you really are an asshole. Well, she just brought the helicopter back, so she's just gonna do some maintenance on it and make sure it's good to go for the next person who needs to use it.
Okay. The helicopters very rarely get used.
Right. Well, regardless, it's courtesy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
I'm gonna
Clean
say
it
this
up
takes you a
with
couple
whatever
hours.
mess they made, because I'm sure they made messes to an extent, being in it
Right.
for God knows how long.
Yeah. I am gonna say it's gonna take you a couple hours to get all that done. Make it all nice and spitty and shiny.
Right?
Um, you're just starting to finish up. when
Okay.
you can kind of feel somebody approaching you.
I turn around.
You see it's that Shadow Lord Elder. He looks fucked up. You see him just have a huge, wicked grin on his face.
She's just like, can I help
You
you?
notice he has two others with him. He goes, "Yeah, I'm taking what is rightfully mine," and he's just looking at you.
She's gonna kind of, she's noting the other two there, and that sets her off. Is she's okay? So she's just climbing out of it.
Yeah, you're just finishing up. You just got everything nice, neat, and looking all nice and pristine. You're just climbing out of the helicopter. You like still have, you're still half in the helicopter, and it's like, "Hi, shit."
Uh, I'm just kind of looking around for an exit point if I can, because I'm just
The
kind
only
of
other way out is to go behind you and on the other door, the door on the other side of the chopper. But you have a feeling that you're not going to make it
yeah, it's
because he's
not.
already close enough.
Yeah, and he's got two other people with him.
And you see them just turn around and face the outside. He notices that. You see him reach up. You feel a sharp little tickle, and then you're unconscious.
Oh boy.
He just stun gunned you.
Oh god, cute. Well, I'm
Um,
unconscious.
you
That's
wake
that.
up sometime. Yeah, you wake up sometime later, water being splashed on your face. You notice you're still in the helicopter. Both doors are closed. You also notice it's very cold for you in here.
It's very cold.
Mm-hmm. And you see Sergey just sitting in one of the passengers.
I'm looking around. If it's cold in here, it wasn't cold before.
Correct. You are now fully unclothed.
The fuck?
He just
She
smiles.
like backs the
You're
fuck
fully.
off.
Actually, here, let me explain it fully. You're fully unclothed, and he's got you tied down that you can't move. But he's got you
Panic.
tied down in a way where you know what's going to happen.
Panic mode.
And then you notice that there's something around or like stuck in your mouth.
Oh man. Yeah. Nope. She's still going to obviously struggle to try to free herself despite
It
being
seems
tied
that
down. Panic
yeah,
mode, like I said.
yeah. It seems that only seems to make him smile even more. Struggle all you want, you're not getting out.
Not
At
that she
least
can
not
ask.
till I'm done with you.
Oh
You stand
god.
up, you see him start to get undressed.
Oh god. Nope. Yeah,
Yeah, he's going to force himself upon you no matter what you do.
right.
And he's not even nice about it, like he's being violent about it.
Oh god.
Mm.
Well, if struggling is making this worse,
Mm-hmm.
she is eventually just going to give up because it's not going to help her cause.
Not at all. Yeah, you try and struggle. You can feel you can move your arms just ever so slightly, but not enough to really do anything. It's more like a tease when you realize that you can move your arms and legs just a little bit.
Right. Oh.
And he has his way with you repeatedly.
Oh god.
And again, he's not nice about it.
Yeah, so she's probably crying.
Yeah, that only seems to instigate him more. Anytime you're showing any kind of emotion, it just seems to push him harder.
Oh, well, let's see if she can actually catch on to that one.
Let's see. I'm going to actually have his pure breed at 0, so it's only going to be
Intelligence, empathy.
your difficulty that gets hit with.
Yeah, I think this would roll under a perception, empathy,
7.
or intelligence.
He's going to get 5 or better. Oh, look at that. guess what?
Nope. Oh.
God damn it. Got 2. Oh, that's gonna make it all the more fun.
Yeah, she's. Oh God, yeah. Intelligence. What intelligence to see if she can catch on? That the more she shows, the more violent he gets, or is it perception, empathy, intelligence?
Yeah, it's kind of an odd combo. I mean, because you could do intelligence, or it could be wits, because you're trying to piece it together. It's an odd combo. I mean, whatever you want to pick to roll, go ahead.
Okay,
Just know that
it doesn't
not
matter.
Shooting blanks. I'll leave it at that.
Oh God. Well, it doesn't matter. Intelligence or wits 0. I get 1 more dice if it was empathy, so it doesn't matter. No, she doesn't get it.
The only thing he doesn't do is he doesn't leave any marks on you. Well, marks that can be seen. When he's finally done, he puts his clothes back on. That's how a true kinfolk should be treated. Opens the door, slams it shut behind him.
He leaves her tied up in there?
I don't fucking care.
Oh God, yeah. There's not much she can do. She's stuck in there. Other than continually trying to get out of herself, and I bet she's caused herself some of her own damage.
Yeah, around your wrists and your ankles. Yeah.
Yep.
You don't know how much time passes because you're basically just like broken at this point.
Right.
Some time passes and then you hear the door opening and go, oh shit, whoa, what did I get into?
She's just like, she's obviously, then she sees someone, she freaks out even harder because she's trying to get out. The look on her face is even like, just fucking untie me.
You don't know this shifter. It was just, I'm just picking a random shifter.
Right.
He comes in and you can tell he's trying to be as polite as he can. He's like not looking towards your head right now. He cuts your feet loose. And then he's like, oh, this is gonna suck. He like looks up at the roof of the helicopter and looks down at your hands. And he cuts one loose, hands you the knife, and gets out of the helicopter, closing the door behind him.
Oh God, yeah, she's backed up in a corner of that thing now, like searching the fuck for her clothes.
Oh, you find them, but they're ripped to shreds.
Oh goody, walk of shame too.
Oh, you have a friendly person outside who could run and get you.
That's true. And she literally like throws because she's zero etiquette here and freaked the fuck out. She like slips the door open, throws her clothes out, and she's like, I need more of these.
Gotcha. Just close the door. I'll be right back.
She's like
hiding. He runs off. A short time later, he comes back with what looks like a set of clothes. He opens it up. He tosses in, closes the door again. I think that was your tent I went into, so I hope.
She doesn't care at this point. Clothes are clothes.
As you look at him, yeah, it was your tent. He did get your stuff.
Sweet. Oh God, yeah, she's gonna have to pull the clothes on, and she wants to get out of this helicopter ASAP. And well, her first instinct,
you do hear outside as you're getting dressed. Sorry, the helicopter's under maintenance right now. Yeah, take the other one. He doesn't care. It's not even his.
Right. Well, obviously something is up and when she's getting out, because she just like leaves. She's like, out of here, like get me the fuck out of here.
Okay. The guy doesn't say anything to you. He watches you pass right by him. All right, it's clear.
And she is kind of like in a dazed, like, holy, like, fuck, like, this fucking happened, oh shit. Like, ooh. Freaked the fuck out. So her first instinct is supposedly is to go look for Aldrich, because she was doing maintenance and she knows that he was out with him. Aldrich should be back.
As you get back to your tent, he's not there. Actually, you see the things you know he left with laying on his cot.
Okay.
You hear a knock at the tent flap on one of the poles.
I spin around because
Derek.
She just kind of opens the door and she's like, "Where's my brother?" She's obviously like...
That's what I came to talk to you about.
She just looks at him.
From the information we gathered from Sergey, the scouting pack was attacked.
His name makes her cringe.
Let's see if he picks up one. A little, not really much. Enough to notice something. Right. Okay. Whether he notices or not, the scouting party was attacked by a pack of BSDs. Sergey barely made it out of there alive.
Well,
that would explain why he looked like he was fucked up.
Yeah. Okay, well, she's obviously catching what that means, and yeah, she just breaks down. At this point, that's all she can do, is just break down.
Derek does step forward to kind of give her a comforting hug.
The moment when he touches her, she immediately no.
That's why I stopped.
Yeah.
I'll leave you be. I'll post guards out so no one bothers you.
She's obviously not saying anything.
You hear 2 sets of footprints approach the tent, but they don't knock or anything.
Yeah, Greer could probably be here for a few days.
The guards are under strict orders by Derek. They're not going to disobey.
Right, and after a few, she's gonna, like I said, stay up in there for a couple of days, but she does have things that she has to do, and she has to try to do things. So her other goals are pretty much just to pick up some more medicine and some information on herbs, actually, because those can be handy in a stressful situation where you don't have certain things. And she's probably going to find other kinfolk for that after her recent experience in Peru.
Yeah, you have a few kinfolk that are more than willing to teach you.
Right. And she's leery. If Sergey is around, she's not. She will abruptly leave any premises that he is on.
The kinfolk who's teaching you the whole herbal lore stuff kind of notices it every so often as Sergey kind of passes by. And every time he passes by you, he's got that sense in his head.
Right. Intimidating her even further.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that whole weak-willed thing would definitely set her off.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, every time he's around, she's like, she conveniently finds an excuse to not be.
I'm not going to make Holly talk to herself, but Derek is going to approach Adrian right after he leaves Greer.
Okay. So, what's he gonna say to her is the question.
I think we had an incident on the cairn.
What do you mean? An incident could be a number of things.
Well, I can't positively say, but from the reaction I'm getting, I think one of our kinfolk was forced upon.
Which one?
Can you guess?
Not that it really matters which one. That shouldn't happen, but you know what I mean.
And now I'm starting to wonder about the story of the scouting pack.
What do you mean? Whether
Sergey went out with some of the get for a scouting mission. He claimed they were attacked by BSDs, and he was the only one to survive, which is believable because of who he is. But now I'm starting to wonder because I found out who was in that pack.
who?
Greer's brother. Sergey was the only one to survive.
Let's see if
He had
Adrian.
a full-blooded yet Arun brother.
Well, Sergey.
And the way Greer reacted when I told her about her brother and I went to give her a typical comforting hug, she backed away, and I noticed on her wrist it looked like she had marks.
Well, if that did happen, we don't. Well,
I
can't
don't
imagine.
know if it actually happened, but just I've seen enough of it to know that it definitely reeks of something happened. I don't know if what Sergey said is true. I mean, I have no reason to doubt him, but I mentioned his name in front of her, and she kind of twitched.
Well, we don't want to upset her any further right now.
I've already posted guards outside to make sure she's left alone for a while.
We'll just have to have her people keep an eye on her and him. I want him kept an eye on discreetly. I don't want to throw accusations around because we don't know for certain. But no, if
yeah, like I said, I can't prove anything, but things kind of, I mean, all the things are kind of falling in place to make sense that what I'm saying actually happened. And I'm starting to wonder if Sergey didn't set that up for the scouting pack. If so, that's going to cause an intertribal war. And unfortunately, it's your tribe. But the Get won't take that lying down, I can tell you that.
No, they won't. Like I said, I want them both watched carefully. Carefully. He might, if he is guilty of it, he might do it again.
That's what I was thinking.
So,
as soon as I can find one of the pack that she's been hanging with, your pack, I'm going to see if they can talk to her. I don't know or at least maybe just have casual conversations, see if maybe something comes up, or see if when Sergey's around they notice she's acting differently.
Right. That's a good.
I
That's
mean,
a
right
good
now
call.
there's really nothing we can do because we have no one, no proof of anything, and nobody's come forward with anything.
Right. So I think keep an eye on her. Keep an eye on him. Just don't try to crowd her. If she's gonna talk about it, she's gonna do it on her own terms. Crowding her might make her shut down.
I will be asking around the cairn, see if anybody's noticed anything a little odd. So don't be surprised if you hear that I've been asking. Not that anybody will say it.
I would hope that they should know that this is a discreet matter if it is indeed something.
Obvious questions like such and such happening. Going to be a little more discreet. Give me some credit, Jesus.
She just kind of smiles and she's like, just whatever you do. Don't get the Furies involved unless you have to. That could be really bad.
I will try not to get them involved because, yeah, I know how that.
A simple accusation could cause a riot, or the idea of.
Even if it's now, yes, I know exactly how the Furies are. Is hint at that, and all hell's breaking.
Yes. And
don't worry, I will keep the Furies out of it for as long as possible. But if it is the case, then we got a lot of problems.
A lot of problems indeed. Yeah.
Like I said, I'll talk to the pack and see what they can do. See if they can do. They came back. They seem to be in a bit better, chummy mood. And I've been talking to the other theurages. Apparently, Raccoon is not anymore. So whatever they did out on their little quest is making him happy again. So that's a good sign.
Good.
But I figure since she was with him, they probably, she probably did. Maybe she might open up to them more than us.
Maybe.
If nothing else, well, especially you, if nothing else, for fear of you being a member of his tribe.
Well,
I don't know how well she's thinking or how she's thinking right now. I'm just thinking, but if it did happen, I can imagine she probably wouldn't bring it to you, because then it would be, it's the whole her word against his. And unfortunately, when it comes to an elder versus kinfolk, most of the Guru Nation is going to say it's the elder is in the right.
Actually, the Silver Fang Philodox, because he's the next oldest Philodox around.
Mm-hmm. Well, obviously we'll get Philodox if it comes to that.
No, I think he might be worth having investigate things. Spirits might know things too.
I'm sure they probably do. I'll see what I'll see what I can dig up. I just figured I'd at least let you know that. Just from her reaction and everything else, something came.
Yeah, something isn't right. And Adrian definitely looks troubled about it. But she can't do anything without proof.
Perfect on that. Okay.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Well, if this is what happened and her brother isn't around, even with guards outside, is leaving her alone really the best thing?
It doesn't feel like she has anybody they can talk to. Erica's smart. He went all right to Sean.
Right.
Derek doesn't bring anything up. He just says, "You might Greer when you get a chance." Her just died, so she's kind of in an emotional stage. She could probably use a friend. Gotcha, Uncle.
Yeah.
Derek
Adrian.
knows to pick up.
Yep. All right. Sean's been hanging out with him.
Need him
Go.
that way. Stupid.
Right.
Derek does come back and tell he put Sean on it.
All right.
Figure since Sean's been with the pack as well, Sean might get something out of her, or at least pick up on something that he did. So that way it's not just Derek picking up.
Right.
You hear a light rap on one of the tentacles. Are you in there, Sean?
I'm here.
Can I come in?
Sure.
You know you got some big scary guards out here.
She just nods.
Kind of smiling.
She's not smiling.
Sorry about your brother.
Guess it's all part of being Greer.
Unfortunately. You know, if you need someone to talk to, me, Raccoon's pack there, I'm sure they're all willing to listen.
She just shakes her head and she's like, he was the last one. They're all gone.
You're still around.
I suppose.
So, your family line isn't dead. As long as you're still alive, family line is kicking. Hey, look at me. Technically, my whole... You know what my mother and father were? Test tubes.
She, raises a brow at that, but isn't going to make a comment on it.
I was genetically created in the lab.
So, that whole being the only one kind of makes sense now.
He nods. Hey, he doesn't take the he understands, some people more in different ways. So
right.
Why do I get the feeling you want to talk, but you're afraid to talk? It's because of the guards? I can send them away. He just wants. Come on.
No.
I'm throwing out of here.
She literally, she's just like, no. Manipulation, subterfuge.
Oh, good luck. That's his perception empathy roll.
Oh God! Well, he beats her by a long shot.
He looks at you.
She doesn't look at him. She says no, but she looks. She's looking away.
Well, I'm not gonna push it. If you want to talk, I'm here.
Thanks. She's still looking.
Oh, in a couple of days, I want you to go to him. The item I'm having him make is for you.
He wants her to go to where?
You gotta go see the 40 item. The item I'm having him make is for you. You need it more than we do.
She raises a brow.
It just smells. It cost me some video games.
That does get a slight curve, like just a slight smile at the corner.
Oh my god, almost a smile. Holy crap. Quick, guards, alert the news. She almost smiled.
She just shakes her head. Like,
come on, I'm a ragabash. Don't make me start playing practical jokes.
oh, don't. I get enough of that from Koji.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the good thing is with your new spiffy armor and the item that's being created at this point in time, don't think Koji's going to come too close to you. He just smiles.
Oh, well, that'll be nice. She's
more of a gun person or a sword person or a hand-to-hand person?
She has quite the firearms collection, and it's obviously in this tent.
Okay. He looked around. I figured I'd ask. I don't know. Maybe you also have another hobby besides, collecting a shit ton of fucking guns. Jesus Christ.
Used every single one of them at some point.
Well, good. Then I guess right. He just smiles. Actually, him creating it is the easy part. It's the additional stuff that I'm having go with it that cost me a bit.
She raises a brow, but again, she's...
She just smiles. So I hear you're trying to pick up some herbal lore. Good thing to have.
Yeah. I figure if I'm going to be running around with them, I should be able to do more than fly. Fix the helicopter.
Well, according to you, you can shoot a gun. Apparently, any one of these in this tent. He looks over at your brother's cot. Why does that not look right?
What do you mean?
He walks over, picks up one of your brother's blades. You see him pull it out. You see the tips missing. Oh, it didn't look right. Damn it. It's a beautiful weapon, too. I can get it fixed for you if you want. Puts it back, sets it back on me.
She takes a look at what he's talking about.
One of the daggers he carries. One of the pure silver daggers he carries. No, he carried.
Yeah.
There's the tip of it seems to be missing.
Yeah, she actually does want that fixed because she's going to start carrying that fucking thing around. But she just says that having that fixed would be
cool.
handy.
Alec is a master with that shit. Holy cow. See his collection of crap he's got over there. If we ever run out of bullets, I'm telling you, we will have plenty of other weapons to use.
He just keeps pumping them out. Does he do anything else? I don't think I've ever seen him actually wandering around besides eating.
Ironically, he was a member of Raccoon's pack at one point in time. But he felt he was better suited to being the Forge Master because that's what he knew. So he took up the mantle of Forge Master, and since then he's been pumping out weapons, armor. I mean, you name it, he can almost make it as long as it involves some of the older stuff. Newer stuff, he might need help on, but
it's a handy skill for him to have.
Oh yeah,
to do it quickly.
Nobody can produce a finer weapon than him at this point.
Must be well sought out.
Well, at least on the Cairn, nobody, anybody who wants a weapon goes to him. They don't even try and insult him by trying to make their own. Because he's a werebearer, right? The last thing you want to do is piss him off.
I do now.
10-foot fucking pissed off bear coming at you. Kind of scary. Even in Krynos form, it's disturbing. Because they got the really big claws.
I would not want to tangle with one, or even one of their kin.
Well, no, their kin can be pretty vicious too. Well, if you need anything, like, if you need to find who can train you in X, let me know. I know most of the people on the Cairn. Because, contrary to what everybody thinks, I'm not sitting playing video games all day. I actually stopped a couple weeks back because I've been helping out on the Cairn, doing some farming, this, that, and the other, some carpentry, whatever's needed.
Well, good. I didn't think you spent 24 hours a day, 7 days a week playing video games.
Yeah, well, I kind of got that. For a while, I had that reputation, apparently. Most of them just talked it up to he's a teenage kid. What do you expect him to do?
Right.
Playing the only video games that are now in existence because, most of the others have been destroyed by one way or another.
Right. So he's just like, gotta play them. I've played them all multiple times.
Yeah, that's the problem. I played them all so many times that, I was doing it blindfold.
That can't be fun. You need to find another hobby.
Actually, that's why I stopped playing. Because even blindfolding actually better than I mean. Definitely make it interesting when you're going completely on sound.
Well, I definitely don't think I could do that at all. So
It took a while.
I guess
that. I mean,
a lot of
playing video games
patience.
for a long time, or actually the apocalypse happened. Actually,
She's just like a lot of patience.
I've been in the basement of the mansion for a while.
She's like, you'd have a pile of controllers this high, and she makes it about her waist high. If I were playing,
I had extra. Sometimes they piss me off. Oops.
yeah. Well, I guess at least it's not actually.
Off of Guru's. I think that's why it kept me down in the basement for a while, just to make sure I wasn't going to freak out. So now I got a huge room in the house. Whew.
Moving on up.
Yeah. I almost feel like a real person.
Almost. That was a joke, obviously.
No, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Keep it smiling.
She's just like, I appreciate you coming by, but I think I'm tired. I'm tired.
Okay. Like I said, need anything, let me know. Usually. And not actually in the mansion. I only go there for.
Gotcha.
Walk around or ask people. Most of it.
Thanks.
Usually. Yep. He gets up. He walks out.
Oh yeah. Middle of the day, and she's like, "Nope, I'm going to sleep." Escape the world. That's about all she can do. Yeah. She's pretty much gonna be working on the herb stuff and the medicine stuff and hanging out in her house. That's pretty much gonna be her life right now.
Well, after a few days, go away her. Go away. But you do, while you're wandering around, you find a big watch.
That kind of creeps her out.
Well, kind of look around, you see it's one of the stationed at your tent for a while.
Oh, one of the guards.
Yeah, it seems like he's keeping an eye on you without trying to make it so obvious. He's not very good.
But he's
not good
not
at the
very
subtlety
good at
aspect. Yeah, but being subtle about it. As you turn his direction, he's like picking something up, and you get no idea what he just picked up.
I think at this point, because she realizes that he's doing a shitty job of following her, she is just, when she does realize that he's following her, she's going to stop and turn around and just deadpan stare at him. Like, really?
He's just like look away, and he'll talk
Shame!
to whatever.
Shame! I was just busted. Shame.
Yep, pretty much.
I'll be right back. I'm going to get another cup of coffee.
All right.
Coffee. Java, 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 Java. Yeah, after she deadpan just stares at the guard, she's gonna go about her business, or try to. But now she's overly watchful.
Yeah, I mean he's obviously they change guards himself and goes some patrol or whatever. But you also see at times, and obviously the one they have following Sergei is much better at it. But you do see will pass by, and another sure is a warder is kind of being a lot more subtle about it because it hasn't picked up on it. That's pretty impressive.
Right.
And then when you see the warder pass by, you see he's going. Go ahead. Try and be more stealthy than he is.
Right. Hey,
Yeah.
I might be able to be more stealthy than the guy following me. Shit.
Yeah. Well, when they switch up, sometimes you kind of lose track of them.
Right. I suppose it'd be too obvious if it was the same person all the time.
Switch up every so often, just make it look good.
Shit. Yeah, she's, like I said, she's pretty much going to keep up with her work on that. If she's obviously going to be followed around, most of it's spent doing the medicine and the herbs and just she kind of shuts herself off, pretty much hanging out at her place. Like, if she is somewhere, she's by herself.
Okay.
Usually, if she is, she's very watchful and paranoid.
One of the times you were going to the kid world, learn you happen to look up and see Derek actually talking to them. It's not unheard of. I mean, you see Derek wandering around.
Right. He's one
kind
of
of
the
talking.
people in charge.
Yeah, you see him kind of look in your direction, and they have another few seconds, and then all right, have a good one.
Okay. All right. But yeah, no, she's pretty typically fairly social with people, but typically social. Right now, she's not feeling very social.
weirdly after that talk, every so often, while you and the herbalist, were talking stuff, the herbalist would bring up Sergey's name.
Uh, yeah, she.
I mean, but after a few days of it happening every so often, you kind of start to pick up on something.
Like, they know.
Like they might know, but have no proof.
Right.
You're not. I mean, you're not really sure what, why she, what Sergey's name, because really, it's up so that it makes sense, but she seems to bring it up a little more often than before Derek met with her.
Right, right. Well, you know what her reaction is. There's a little twitch every time his name is mentioned, or cringe. And, yeah, and eventually, if it's too often, she'll probably start to get uncomfortable and make an excuse to leave.
And when you start doing that, that's when she stops bringing up his name.
Right.
Like completely altogether.
Huh.
And then it only happens like 4 or 5 days or so. It will continue on. So
Right.
during other sessions and stuff, when you're with the pack, but because herbal lore is not exactly something you can teach in just a few days. It takes a while.
Oh yeah, I know.
Especially to learn the difference, because some of the leaves look just like the others, and yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be an ongoing thing, but it's something to start learning.
Mm-hmm. Did you have to do?
I don't think I had anything else I wanted to learn those things. We'll start those. So when I had the XP for them. I could definitely work on some melee skills, I suppose. And I'd obviously go to the firing range.
Okay. Yeah, you always want to keep your skills up.
Yep. Well, I want to up my melee. I want to try to get a 4th dot in firearms, but that's going to take time to work on, so might as well start doing it. And then when I have the XP and I can do it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Brawl. Totally. Yeah.
Well, that's really interesting with the way you react to males coming near you.
Right. But no, Brawl won't happen just yet. She's more focused on the melee because, yeah, you pointed out that Aldrich's knife was silver, so that was like, oh yeah, that needs to be fixed. I'm gonna start carrying
the next day, Sean left that day, unicorn dagger Sean picked up was missing. He said, "You wanted it fixed?" He took it to get it fixed.
Yep.
And then the next day, when you walked into the tent, you saw it was laying back on your brother's bed. If you pull it out of its sheath, it's fully intact.
Oh, I do. And like I said, that's something I'm going to keep on my person.
Oh, yeah. Gleams nice.
Yeah. Greer will feel that silver, and
it's a +2 dagger now, by the way.
Okay. School. Cool. Yeah. She knows that she at least knows enough to know that Greer don't generally like silver.
No.
And that was why part of the reason her brother used it. Yeah.
Yeah, with you having silver just on the studs of your armor, it tends to kind of shy them away a bit.
Right. And yeah, well, I mean, considering what just happened, too, she has reason to really want to carry silver. Try it again, motherfucker. I'll stab you. If I get a chance.
Oh, he won't try it again.
She'll feel a little more secure with that silver, but not much. But yeah, that's...
Okay, well, good, that got started and stuff. So yeah, now when you get the XP, you can actually start dropping dots into things.
For sure, for sure. I mean, I have 7 XP, but those things are all first. Like the medicine is a second dot. The herb thing is actually a secondary skill, which is a first dot.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like I said, the other things are higher dots. So it'll take some time.
Okay.
But
all right. Well, and thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for more.